All right, what's going on, everybody? All is well. So, this Saturday, we back at it again. UFC 325. We going back to back. All right. So, in the main event, we got Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez 2. Amazing fight. I mean, when you put these two guys together, you know you're gonna get a phenomenal fight. The first fight was incredible. Obviously, Volkanovski answered a lot of questions in that matchup because he was coming off back to back knockout losses to Islam Makhachev and Ilya Topuria, and the question was like, how was he gonna bounce back from two devastating losses against a young gun like Diego Lopez? And man, he bounced back in an incredible way. I mean, just absolutely outworked Diego Lopez in that last meeting. Now he did get dropped twice, but Volkanovski, man, he's an absolute beast. I mean, his footwork, his feints, his takedown attempts, his striking, the way he mixes everything up all together. I mean, this guy's a world champion through and through, man. And Diego Lopez is no slouch. This guy always comes to fight, extremely well rounded, has knockout power, has that dog in him, willing to bite down on his mouthpiece, throw caution to the wind. His jiu-jitsu is outstanding, you know. And in this matchup, it's gonna be another incredible matchup. You know, um, I could see, I could see this, uh, probably being fight of the night. You know, but Volkanovski, man, we know he's gonna come in shape, well prepared, and so will Diego Lopez. Now the thing is, in this second matchup, it's like what adjustments can Diego Lopez make to beat Volkanovski, or is this a case where Volkanovski just has Diego Lopez number? You know, is he just too good for Diego Lopez? Um, all right, I believe I believe Diego Lopez, his path to victory is he's got to throw caution to win early. You know, listen, I don't see him winning a decision against a guy like Volkanovski. I don't see him winning a decision. He has to either stop Volkanovski or submit him, which both is gonna be tough to do. Because this is Volkanovski full camp, not coming off any sort of knockout losses, and it's gonna be tough to do. But in my opinion, Diego Lopez needs to get it done via TKO or submission, and he has the power to do it. He dropped in the first fight. He dropped Volkanovski twice. I think he needs to close that distance and just turn this into a dogfight. Throw caution to the wind, you know, because Volkanovski, when you get him backing up, that's gonna be Diego Lopez's best chance to catch Volkanovski with some big and hurt him and potentially finish him. In my opinion, he needs to close that distance, cut him off, have Volkanovski moving backwards, have put his back against the fence. Easier said than done with the type of footwork that Volkanovski has, and also the threat of takedown is there. But the thing is, Diego Lopez is a monster off of his back. You know, but with that being said, Volkanovski is the last guy you want in your guard, especially when he starts posturing up and dropping ground and pound. So we'll see how this one plays out. I'm intrigued to see how this one plays out. That's just my question going into this fight. What adjustments can Diego Lopez make to beat Volkanovski, or is it just the case that Volkanovski, he's just too good and he's just gonna get another W over Diego Lopez. But nevertheless, I think this is gonna be a fantastic main event. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this one plays out. But I'm going with Volkanovski. You know, it's like my mind is saying Volkanovski, but my heart is saying Diego Lopez. It's a toss up, but it's gonna be a phenomenal fight. All right. All right, in the co-main event, we got Dan Hooker versus Benoit Saint Denis. Man, this is a phenomenal fight. I don't see this fight going the distance at all. No, 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 no. Not this one. Now, Dan Hooker is one of those guys. He's a madman. He shows up to fight every single time. He loves to fight, and that guy, you gotta knock him out. You gotta knock him out. You knock him out or submit him because he's a guy. He'll keep coming forward. And Benoit Saint Denis, I mean, as tough as they come as well. Extremely well rounded, has knockout power. Now, in this particular matchup, I could see Benoit Saint Denis. First of all, he needs to close that distance against Dan Hooker, but I won't be surprised if he looks to implement some wrestling into this particular matchup because Dan Hooker, he's a fan favorite. The guy's fun to watch, but his Achilles heel has been guys who's able to take him down, control him, and potentially submit him. So with that being said, I could see Benoit Saint Denis mixing in some takedowns along with his striking. You know, I'll be surprised if he just decides to stand toe to toe with Dan Hooker on the feet. You know. All right. Now I'm going with Dan Hooker on this one. I believe Dan Hooker is going to catch Benoit Saint Denis coming in, and that's going to potentially lead to a TKO finish. So I'm going with Dan Hooker on this one. But nevertheless, incredible, incredible co-main event, man. All right. All right. Next up, we got Rafael Fiziev versus Mauricio Rufy. Another amazing matchup. I mean, two very dynamic strikers. I mean, these guys they're both accurate. They're both excellent footwork. I mean, this is gonna be a shootout. Yeah, this is gonna be a gunfight. You ever play like Battlefield and you're using a sniper rifle? You look down sight, and you see another sniper on the other end, and he's trying to take you out, and you're trying to take him out. This is what this fight is going to be. These guys are two snipers when it comes to striking, man. Now, Fiziev obviously is going to have to close that distance, and Rufy he likes to stay at range, pick his opponent apart from range. I mean, laser beam accuracy. Fiziev has accuracy as well, but I do think Fiziev has a power advantage over Rufy. Fiziev he will really sit down on his punches, but both these guys have very good reflexes, excellent footwork. I mean, this is gonna be a fun fight, man. If you're a fan of just striking technique, high level striking, this is the one. This is a fight for you. I'm going with Rafael Fiziev on this one. I believe he's gonna get it done via TKO. I can see him closing that distance, cutting off the octagon, and looking to land some big combinations on Rufy, because you can't allow Rufy to you can't give him space to operate and move around, especially when he gets a rhythm going. No, But the thing is, Rafael, he has the power to disrupt the type of rhythm that Rufy's fights with. So I'm going with Rafael Fiziev on this one. This is gonna be an incredible matchup, man. I can see Fiziev getting the job done via TKO. All right. Next up, another excellent matchup. Tai Tuivasa versus Talison Tavares. Two guys who loves to stand and trade. this fight for sure ain't going the distance. Oh man, somebody's getting knocked out. Um, I'll be shocked if this goes the distance. I mean, these two guys, both of them have knockout power in their hands. Both comes to fight. I'm going with Taito Ivasa on this one, man. I'm going with Taito Ivasa on this one. But anything can happen, you know. Like I said, this ain't going the distance, man. Somebody's getting knocked out. But I'm going with Ty on this one. All right. All right. And hold on. And to open up the main card, we got. Quillian uh, Salkilla. I think I'm pretty much sure I'm butchering his last name, but Quillian versus Jamie Malarkey. Um, Quillian is an up and coming prospect. I seen a few of his highlights, man. He's very entertaining fighter. He comes to fight, has knockout power. Jamie Malarkey, a seasoned veteran, very tough customer. But the thing is with Malarkey, man, as talented as he is, you know, he's had a rough go in the UFC. You know, he's been fighting the who's. He's lost to some of the best guys in the division. But not only that, what concerned me the most about Malarkey is the amount of damage he has absorbed in those losses. I mean, that he absorbs a lot of punishment, you know. And Quillian, I mean, again, this is a young kid, man, young, hungry lion. He has momentum coming into this fight. With that being said, though, I'm going with Jamie Malarkey on this one. You know, I Jamie Malarkey, he's tough as they come, man, and you got to take him out. You know, you got to take him out in order to beat him. I mean, he will not quit on himself. There's no quit in Malarkey. And, you know, Quillian, he's been on a roll. He's been knocking guys out left and right. And we'll see how he reacts to, like, adversity. You know, it's all well and good when you're knocking guys out left and right. How you deal with adversity, how you deal with getting rocked, getting taken down, losing the first round, you know, getting cut, stuff like that. We'll see, you know, how he reacts to that, if that shows up in this particular matchup. But we'll see. But I'm going with Jamie Malarkey via TKO. All right. But again, this main card, man, from top to bottom, it is pretty stacked. A lot of fun fights on here, man. I won't be surprised if any of these fights do not go the distance. I would not be surprised. You know. But yeah, back to back UFC events. I mean, this main card alone is fire. Absolute fire. Let's look at the prelims. Junior Tafa is on there. He's always fun to watch. Anybody else? Cody Burmage is on there. All right. Let's see the early prelims. Okay. Yeah, I do not know any of these guys. But yeah, man, like I said, this main card is absolute gas. Incredible main card, man. UFC 225. Definitely looking forward to it, man. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. And until next time, you guys be safe and enjoy the fights, all right? Peace.